Good day. My name is Chofa Jumaimela and my partner is Jane Daukubong. We'll be learning about problem-based learning. What is problem-based learning? Problem-based learning is a teaching method that promotes students to think critical and have the ability to solve problems. We can either work in groups, individuals, or in pairs. It gives learners an opportunity to do research, brainstorm, and reason for the problems that they have in problem solving. I will use an example on puzzles. We give learners a box of puzzles. All they have is how the puzzle should look when it's complete. But then they need to think on how they'll solve the puzzle. That is problem-based learning. So the learner needs to think critical on which shape will fit on this one, and does it match with what's needed on the puzzle.
There are different kinds of problem-based learning and methods of implementation. In implementing problem-based learning, the teaching role shifts from that of the more traditional model that follows a linear sequential pattern where the teacher presents relevant material, informs the class what needs to be done, and provides details and information for learners to apply their knowledge to a given problem. The method of implementation of PBL or problem-based learning in the classroom environment is to establish the lesson objectives. That is what it is that you want your learners to really learn and to be able to do after completing the lesson project. Finding a real-world problem that is relevant to the learners which are often the problems that learners may encounter in their own lives or future careers. Discussing relevant rules for working in groups to increase learning success. Practice group processes like listening, involving others, assessing their work and their peers' work. Exploring different roles for learners to accomplish the work that needs to be done, and determine how the project will be evaluated and assessed.
Links and additional resources to support teachers. There are many ways of structuring a class for problem-based learning and many ways of running these lessons. This learning can only happen once a teacher adds to the resources his or her understanding of the subject being taught and how learners learn. Teachers could make use of books like Science for Children by Marilyn Fleur and be guided by the CAPS document, because it will also depend on what subject they'll be teaching. The teacher could make use of everyday materials like waste products, advertisement, newspapers. Why use resources in learning? Learners get opportunity to develop new skills, creates interest, makes learning more fun, gets learners practically involved, and gives learners opportunities to take responsibilities for their own learning.
The learning tasks and activities to develop teachers' understanding of problem-based learning is to explain problem-based learning to students, its rationale, the daily instructions and class expectations and gradings. Serve as a model and resource to the PBL process. Work in team through the first problem. Help students secure various resources when needed. supplying ample class time for collaborative group work, giving feedback to each group after they share via their established format, and also determining a problem aligned with the topic and your learners. The problem needs to be demanding enough that the learners most likely cannot solve it on their own. It also teaches them new skills. The teacher needs to support the learners with understanding the content on a deeper level in ways to best orchestrate the various stages of the problem solving process.
Our conclusion on our presentation: problem-based learning is a student-centered pedagogy in which students learn about subjects through the experience of solving an open-ended problem. No one method is better than the other. What is important is how and why we make our choice of method. Resource only contributes to learning because of teachers' thoughtful design, and the teachers know what they want for learners to learn. Thank you.